What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I have been Monday through Friday for I don't know how long, bringing you junk journal content. So if that's the type of thing that you enjoy, please make sure to give me a little like if you enjoy the video and subscribe if you like junk journal related videos. I pretty much post a new video every single day. So today, you guys, we are continuing on the never-ending saga of making 13 junk journals. And last night I finished making the junk journal covers, all of them, and squaring them off. So now they're all perfect rectangles. So we are ready to go on to the next step, which is basically to turn these fabric pieces into paper. So we are going to start that whole process by cutting. This is Heat and Bond Light. If you can see the logo down at the bottom. Excuse me. Heat and Bond Light is basically an adhesive. What do you call it? A iron-on adhesive. There we go. Iron-on adhesive. So that is what this is. So what we're gonna do is I basically need to cut a piece out that fits every single one of these covers. So we're gonna lay it out. I'm gonna put a couple things on it so it kind of weighs it down just a little bit. Nothing crazy, but so it's like held down a little bit, you know? Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is, well, I guess that doesn't really help, does it? I need to cut the length of this. Where is my paper cutter? Sorry, what did I do with it? Oh, here. Okay. So I've just found that this is a much easier process done with my paper cutter. With my Jesus Christ, what is this thing called? I don't even remember. Rotary cutter. Jesus. With my rotary cutter, it's a lot easier done. A lot easier of a process to do. There we go. And then I do different kinds of projects with these extra pieces. Hi, Nettie. How are you, girl? I do extra projects with these extra pieces here. So we'll keep those off to the side. Actually, what I want to do is label them. Only certain parts of the Heat and Bond have that logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label this HB, and then I'm going to write light. So that way I know that this is the light and not the other kind, because there is another kind of Heat and Bond. So I'm going to Heat and Bond light. So there is my first one. And we'll just set it off to the side. And let's do the next one. Here, Nettie, I'm good, and you? I'm good, girl. I am good today. It's a good day today. Can't complain, no complaints. Except my hands kind of hurt, so I'm ready for the weekend. I am ready for the weekend to take a nice little break. My video game is on double XP weekend, so it's a good day. Good times, good times. So let's cut this here. And once I get up here, I'll just move it up a little bit. And then we'll cut it. This used to be a messier process, for sure. For sure a messier process, but that's okay. So just write light on there. Keep all those scraps. I do the index cards with those mostly. Okay. Wasn't I doing this part first? No. Let's see. So each one of these, so you get 5 yards in this roll. So hopefully I have enough. If not, I have a new roll coming on, I think, Friday. I think a new roll comes in Friday. Or something like that. So I'm just waiting for that to come in. And I'll have enough because I need to do the inside. Inside covers also take up heat and bond. Lift this up. Doesn't have to be exact size, but I do like to get it accurate. And then down here, there's a piece. Okay, sorry, I just woke up from a nap. My eyes are still crusty. Okay, so that one's done. Does this really need to be this big? Hang on a moment. This is like awfully big. Just want to make sure it's not crazy large. See, that's too big. So I need to cut this down a little bit here. I want it to have at least like an inch of material all the way around. So let's cut this down. I'm going to roughly place it where it needs to be. That part, don't need it to be so large because I don't want to use up too much heat and bond. That's just wasteful. Okay, there we go, that's better. Let me keep that off to the side so I can have an example here. Okay. I really don't know if I'm gonna have enough. I hope I do. I haven't really used this roll since I got it. And as soon as I knew I was gonna make junk journals, I ordered another one. Well, I tried to look for it at Walmart, but they didn't have it. So weird. I guess I'm not used to these stores not having what I want. I'm not used to it. No. Okay. This works out really good here. And you can buy an actual ruler to do this kind of thing. But I just used the plate from my Sizzix, and it has been working great. Just lay it on there, and then this one is done. All right. We are making great progress here, great progress. Rosie, hi, it's my first time live on your channel. Hi, Rosie. Welcome, girl, welcome. Happy to see you. Thank you for saying hello. Oh, this is another one I gotta measure. Yeah, this is too much. I think I had another one that was too much. I should have checked. I think I will check. Because it's just too much material. You see this? I don't need all this. I don't need all this. So let's just cut it. Let's just cut some material off. I do cut off a little bit. I do stay with a little bit more than I need, but this is a little excessive. And I need to cut off some material from underneath here. I don't want to have too much. Okay, that's good enough. So now I don't have to waste my material. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the tiny, funny shaped fabric scraps. Welcome. Well, this is what you need to do. It's called a crazy quilt if you want to try it. Also, I do some stuff with index cards and this heat and bond material with the scraps. Let's see, making yardage out of fabric scraps is what I believe this video is called. Is this the video? Yeah, this is the video right here. I'll share this video. This is where I got the inspiration to make my crazy quilts. This right here, except I cut everything into squares. So let's see, making yardage out of fabric scraps. That is one of the videos you could use if you want to learn how to make this type of material out of your scraps. It doesn't have to be perfect squares. It's just what I like to do. Okay. And Michelle, I'm so glad to catch you live. I'm glad you're here, girl. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so. Okay. So let's arrange this fabric on here. Okay. We are going to do this right here. There we go. And now this side over here. Get all this stuff out of my way now that I didn't end up using it. Okay. Here we go. This is one project that I end up using with all these scraps. I'm going to make something, my index cards, and show you. Right here. This is what I end up doing with my fabric scraps. Making index cards out of them. I do the same process with the fabric as I'm doing now. I turn it into paper using basically these scraps right here. Cut it up, add it onto these index cards, and they make the cutest like border. Textured border, you know, because it's fabric. So that is one thing I end up doing after this project. Okay, so that goes there. Now I think this is another one of those pieces that's too large to be in charge. Yep, that's what I thought. So let's get this cut up to where it needs to be. I need to cut off this side right here. Okay, about an inch of material. So I don't have my poster board because I am going to end up ironing this. So when I iron, I take off my white poster board that I usually have underneath my table because it gets distorted because of the heat. So let's an inch. There we go. another one that was actually too big now that I'm thinking about it. I think this one was too big. Let's see. Definitely the one before that is too big. We'll have to fix this. Okay, I'm going to do this first though. Let's fix it. Because this is going to be too much. Too much material. Okay, I need an inch. Babe, order the pizza in 15, yeah? Okay. Hi, Justine. Hi, Letitia. And Om, how are you, girl? I haven't seen Om's name in a minute. How is Om today? Okay. So this one looks much better. Now, there was also the matter of the one before that. That was, is this it? Is this the one? Oh, this one's good. It was the first one here then. This one is too big. Shoulda known, Daisy. You shoulda known. We're having pizza for dinner. Or lunch or whatever time it is now. Whatever weird time it is right now. Okay. Okay, we're back. We're trying to visualize. It's just too long, that's all. Wide is good. This right here needs to be cut. Okay, there we go. It's a good day, guys. I'm alive, so it's a good day. Can't complain if I'm breathing. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the actual next one. Hang on, let me put this somewhere. This one with their fabric on here. Hang on one moment. Okay. Little edges. Good. What is this? What is going on? Hang on. I have some extra fabric here. Okay, so. Hey, Monique. How are you, girl? How the heck are ya? Up. Okay. It looks like, oh, I don't know. I might be speaking too soon when I say I have enough heat and bond. Like I said, I have more of it coming. I think it's supposed to be here Friday. I want to say Friday. Friday sounds like a good day. Light. Put it off to the side. Okay, we got another one. All right. Okay, so here we go. Come on, heat and bond, work with me here. Work with me. Come on. Angela. Hi, Angela. What's happening? It's just a good day, girl. It's just a good day. It's a good day to make junk journals, you know? Good day for all this. Okay. Light. Okay, so this one is did done, finished. We still have to do this with the inside fabrics. I definitely don't have enough heat and bond for all that. So we're only doing the inside fabrics for now. There's still another step where I basically have to do this too. Basically, all this happens all over again. Come on, come on. Still write light on this. Trying to write it perfectly in the perfect cursive. My name is Vanessa. My YouTube name is Angel Rose. Oh, okay, Vanessa. Sorry, girl. Got it, Vanessa. I much prefer when people have their name as their username, and of course I don't. So I hadn't thought about it. It might be good to have your name to be in your username. I didn't think about it. Let's see here. Okay. So let's cut this up. Whew. I don't think I'm going to have enough heat about. It does take up a lot of heat. Hang on, because this is bothering me. My channel controller over here. Ah! I forgot to move it. My bad. I cut off a smidge. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. It happens. I need this to be on a lazy Susan. That's what I need. This cutting board. Ah! Okay. It's got very curly. Hey, Beverly. How are you, girl? Okay, well, I'm going to have a lot of these pieces here, so that's good. It's good for my index card business. So that's there. Is this one good, or is this too tall? Let's see. No, it's good. It's good. It just feels like it's too tall, but it's good. Okay. Okay. The inside part is very curly. Very, very curly. Okay. Okay. We're going to pull it down just a bit. Okay, here we go. Okay. this side. Very curly here. Uncurl the fabric. I haven't even started on my craft room yet. Ugh, not enough. Not too much energy lately. Just do it on your own time, girl. It took me, what, like 6 months to get mine in order? I'm the worst. I still have a couple boxes I haven't unboxed. My mom unpacked in literally in 5 days. She was done unpacking. And like I said, here I am. Here I am in May, and I'm not even unpacked yet entirely. I just don't see the rush. I'm not going to rush myself. You know what I mean? It's just too much stress on myself. Whew. I'm just one shy of being finished, I think. I think I'm only going to have enough for one more, if that. Okay. Just glides so well. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's see. I'm literally one short, but I think I made one too many. No, I have two more left. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna make it. I don't think this is wide enough for these. No, it's not. It's not. So, okay. When is my Amazon thing gonna get here? Let's see. I need to know. Because I need more heat. I'm just going to put this up to the side back here. Ugh. My heat and bond comes in 4 days, so it should be here by Monday. Okay, I mean, I have other stuff to do till then. So. Okay, so I got a couple left that I have to do, and I got these done here, so that's good. So now let me get set up for the next step. So I'm going to get all these pieces out of the way. I'm going to go put them where I put my heat and bond pieces. I have a specific spot for that. Seems a little silly now, but I need a specific place for it. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get this out of my way. I'll need that in a minute. But for now, gotta get rid of this. My phone needs to be off to the side. And these things can go back here. And, okay. So I have my heating pad. Not heating pad, that doesn't make sense. It is an iron pad. And I'm going to set my iron to the hottest. I'm going to pull out my parchment paper. I'm going to get a nice big piece of parchment paper. This should be good. What do you do with the strips leftover heat and bond? I do, where's the card again? I do this. I sell these cards. Normally I do them on index cards. So heat and bond that fabric and then glue it onto these. So I just get strips of scrap fabric and then I cut them into even smaller strips. Is what I end up doing. Those sew pretty well. They're pretty cute. They are pretty cute. Okay, so my iron, I'm trying to get it up to heat, the proper heat before I get started. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to melt the adhesive on this heat and bond to the fabric. Now I think we're good. So what you want to do is you want to hold the iron on for about 10 seconds and then move on. And what you want to do is you want to lift and then move. You don't want to slide it around. This does not like to be slid around. And you also don't want to leave the iron on for too long in one spot because you will leave a yellow burnt spot, which is not good. Did you order the pizza, babe? Okay, cool. So pizza should be here in half an hour, and that's when I'm going to call it quits. So just so you know. When the pizza's here, I'm done. It's time for me to go. Okay, so I have a lot of, I need it to really melt the glue. So I do this for a minute, for quite a while. Also because it is a quilted piece, so there's a lot of folded fabrics that might not transfer the heat as good. Okay, so let's do it on the underside to make sure we melt all that beautiful glue here. That looks good to me. You can start to see kind of like a matrix forming on the fabric. That's the glue that is melted onto the fabric. Right here you can see, you can't really see the fabric see through. So over here on this side you can see the fabric because I want you to visually be able to tell. You see this corner, you can't see the fabric, and then you see this corner right here, you can. That is the difference between the melted glue and unmelted glue. When the glue melts, you can see the fabric through the back of the heat and bond. Oh yeah, and you're going to be left with 5 yards of the back of the heat and bond. So I end up using those as a surface to paint on, glue on, whatever I need it to be. So let me let the glue sit, the iron sit here for a while. Again, my iron is on the hottest setting. I think it should be enough here. So it does take a minute to do every piece. I'm going to let it cool down. Kind of waving it off camera. So once it cools down, it lifts off the parchment paper. And there we have it. I just want to make sure we got all the little corners and stuff. See right here, the fabric. We're going to do it on this side again just to double check. Again, this is very important. This is a very important step. It's normally a lot easier, but it's made difficult by the fact that I have so many layers of fabric here. Kind of folded and stuff, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to call this one done. And we're going on to the next one. Make sure all the edges are good. Sometimes it moves and it needs to be adjusted so that every corner has glue. Okay. Trying to make sure we all get some glue. And here we go. Can you paint on the leftover paper from Heat and Bond? Yeah, you can use it as like a surface to, you know what I mean, be messy on top of. And then you just toss it. You can wipe it. It's plastic, so you can wipe it down too if you really wanted to. You get 5 yards of basically like scrap paper. We got to figure out something to do with this Heat and Bond besides what I do already. The back part of it would be interesting to find something to do with it. Because you're left with so much of it. It's not really funny how much you get left with. So the next step after this is to remove the backing of this and add it onto packing paper. And that is how we turn it into paper, basically. So I turn my fabric into paper that I can use to cover my books in, because I don't like to glue on the, it's just, this is a slightly better way that I like to do it, because my fabric, sometimes my fabric are really fair, they're really white fabric, so they're very sheer. And adding the packing paper to it kind of adds a layer of opacity, and so that way you can't see through it as well as easily. So that is also why I take, this is the step that I take. Well, the glue is hot on here. I'm going to flip it over and iron on the back of it. And I use the parchment paper because some of the little edges here are not covered by fabric. They're actually just the raw glue, and it'll stick to your ironing board. So that's why you want to use a piece of parchment paper. Or once you get the back of the Heat and Bond, you can use the back of the Heat and Bond to iron. What happened? They're here already? What? It's only been like 5 minutes. Do you have tip money? Because I have cash. Okay, buddy. How are they here already? Are you going to go get it? Am I right? Okay, fine. You know what? You know what? I'm asking too many questions. Okay, so the very edge here needs to be melted. Looks pretty good. Again, you don't want to leave your iron on for too long because you will burn the paper. Oh, this iron is making me warm. This is not a summer project. It's so hot. Okay. So now, again, I just want to double check because I have so much fabric on here. If I had just regular fabric piece, then it wouldn't be a problem. But I'm really trying to make sure the fabric pieces here on the edge and everything are glued down. Everything here looks good to me. Just double check this corner right here worries me. So now, you guys, it's just a lot of ironing. Ah, it's hot. Okay. Next one. Here we go. Cornflower Crafts. Hello, everyone. That is so beautiful, Daisy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Where's your fan, kiddo? What? Oh, it's on. It's on, and it's on the highest level. But this is closer to me than the fan. This heat is closer to me than the fan, so it's going to take a minute. Girl, I had intended. This is going to be good. I'm so excited to get to the step where I can stitch on these covers because that is going to be the funnest part, really. I think that's the part I'm honestly looking the most forward to is stitching on these covers. I'm still trying to decide what thread color I should use. It's probably going to be brown so that way it sticks out. And I have black too, but I think I'm going to stick with brown. Okay, so it's hot. Flip this around. And we're ironing on the back. Ugh. Wow, message thing trying to send before I can finish. Bye, Lori. I'm telling you, I'm leaving as soon as that pizza gets here. I'm like, ouch. I'll be out the door. Okay, so we're just double checking all this glue melts. It looks like it's doing pretty good. Again, I have my iron on the hottest setting. Just gotta melt all this glue here. You can tell when the glue melts, I'm telling you. When you look at it up close, you start to see little dots on your fabric. And like I said, your fabric actually shows through the heat and bond. That is how you know you got a good adhesion of the glue. Okay. So we'll do the next one. The next step is also ironing though. The next step is also cutting and ironing. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to blow my nose. 1 minute. Okay. 1 second. What? You're not making them chill, bro. You ain't even chilling. You're so chill. Right, this is supposed to be underneath. Hang on. Okay. We're good. Okay, and we're good. And let's get this done here. Is that parchment paper? Yeah, this is parchment paper. Love your choice of fabric. Thank you. Is that parchment paper on back of fabric? Oh, this is parchment paper. But what I'm using on the back of this is heat and bond. Heat and bond light. Basically, I'm going to turn this fabric into paper. I think the pizza's here. I don't even know why it's here so fast because I still got to wait 20 more minutes. I still have 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, so what I have on the back of this is called Heat and Bond, and it is an iron-on adhesive. So basically, I'm ironing on glue to the back of this fabric. So that way, I can iron on paper to the back of the fabric, thus turning my fabric into paper. And then I can sew on the fabric. I'm going to make really, really pretty designs on the fabric. Let me show y'all. Just trying to melt this glue before I go get one of the journals as an example of what we're doing. So this is what we're going to end up with basically here, is this type of junk journal where I stitch all in between the fabrics to make it look really patchworky, really quilt-like, you know? So that's what we're in the process of making, have fabric into paper. So this piece looks like it's done. See right here, this fabric doesn't lay down, so that's okay. This looks good to me. Maybe right here, do a little bit extra. The patchwork is so pretty. You should make your own paper design prints of your fabric, right? I would love that. Whenever I watch Project Runway and they get to that, they always have a challenge where you design your own fabric. I would love that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I would love it. Okay, so let's get this here. Get it in place. Okay, we have a little wiggle room, so that's good, but not to the side. No wiggle room on the sides. Okay. Right, it should be a digital. I don't know how I feel about that because, you know, these fabrics were made by an artist and they also have a copyright. And unless these fabrics are older than 1921, I can't use them as a digital. I myself would feel morally bad if I digitize these because, again, the fabric designs are somebody's. They are not mine. They are not in the public domain. So I feel some sort of way about digitizing these fabrics. So I'll explain myself that way. As much as I would love to. As much as I would love to. Trust me. I just feel some sort of way about it. Gotta respect the artist's rights. So let's iron it back here. So I still have another 10 minutes on the clock, but I'm going to be back tonight, tonight and tomorrow night, but I'll be back tonight to finish this up. I will need to finish this up, and then I need to put it on paper. I need to iron this to paper. So it's a whole lot of ironing in the next couple episodes until we get to where I get to actually sew on the cover, which I can't wait. That's going to be my favorite part. Deciding the stitches and everything is going to be fun. Okay, again, just making sure that the heat and bond melts. Again, don't leave it on here for too long, because it will melt. Don't slide it around. You want to pick it up and place it on the next spot. Basically, because we have like wet glue right now, basically, and on plastic, so it just like slides around. So that's why you don't want to do that. Hey Beverly, how good desire for me. Okay, so just gonna lift it off. this off to the side. Oh man, babe, I needed that heat and bond. Too bad Walmart didn't have it that day. Yeah, it happens. It's gonna be here on Monday, so I'm not really tripping. But what's up with Walmart? Let's see. And when the parchment paper, you can see when there's glue on it. You'll see it kind of shining, like little strips of shiny plastic. And you could just literally scrape it off with your nail. Sure, we're good on the paper. Okay, we're good. Lay it down and let's iron. Gotta make sure I say hi to everybody. If I haven't said hi to you, say something. I hate missing when I don't say hi to people. I can't hear only I'm sneaking. You're funny. I get some people that are like, oh, I can't watch, I'm just listening. And then I get other people that are like, oh, I can't listen, I'm just watching. I've gotten both. I myself have watched somebody live at a sushi restaurant, so I know what that's like. I had to turn down the volume. Here, we're just melting glue away, y'all. I might spare you and do the rest of these off camera, and then tonight I'll just iron onto paper, so that'll be just as exciting as this. Iron on back. Oh, how come you get pizza?
Your cup is in the fridge.
Oh, I get a cup? Thank you, baby. It's pizza time. You gotta love pizza night, right? I'm glad I caught this today. I'm looking after my grandson. How cute. Okay, we're just melting glue. You know, here we go. Here's all the action-packed video we were waiting for. It's just a slow process to get 13 junk journals done. That's all. It happens. Okay, I think this one is done. Again, you can see where the glue is, so you just scrape it off. There we go, scrape it off. And just move it so it doesn't melt when you put your stuff on there next. Gotta make sure there's no glue on the parchment paper. Okay, so this one's done. Just checking. Just double checking here. Okay. So I get to do a couple more before I go get this pizza because it smells so good. I would have stayed a little bit longer, but I want pizza. This on here. And I got a lot more of the fabrics done last night for my shop. So I do sell this quilt fabric if you guys are interested in doing this along with me, but you don't want to make the quilts. I do have the fabric for sale, and it is in part of my 50% off. So if you guys want to check it out, I do have a link in the description box below. I better get back to work. Thank you, Daisy, for sharing your creations. Oh, thank you so much, girl. Thanks for stopping by. You just gotta get all these glues melted. I only have 4 more, 5 more, 4 more. 4 more, that's not bad. I wish I had enough heat and bond though. It's coming on Monday. It's coming on Monday. And it couldn't come fast enough because I need it. I need it. I need it. Okay. This right here is not melted. You could just tell. Okay. Gotta melt that glue. This is going to be the last one. Like I said, I'll be back tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you guys are interested. Or just come back tomorrow, catch the replay. I have a new video for you in the morning of basically me ironing this on to paper so that way on Friday we can get started on stitching. Yay, that's the best part. So I'm excited for that part. So Friday. This is actually coming along very, very well. It's very productive for me to show you guys every step because I actually concentrate. This normally would take me quite a while to do. But going live like twice a day as I've been going this whole week, I've been going live twice a day. I just want to show you guys every single step of the way. So here we are ironing. Some steps are a little bit more exciting than others, of course, but this is just the process, and that's what I do on my channel. I show you the process of what it takes to make junk journals. And this is what I do basically. I make a bunch of embellishments, like a lot of embellishments for like a month or two. I make nothing but embellishments and tags and cards and things to go in junk journals. And then I go ahead and make junk journals, like a lot of junk journals, because I have so many embellishments to put in them. So that is just like my whole cycle here on my channel. Okay, you guys, I'm going to do one last one, and then we are done for today, for this afternoon live here. I'm smelling pizza, and I'm just like, pizza. I love pizza. Okay, we're good here. Let's do this last one here. I'm gonna commit to sewing along with you tonight. Hold me accountable. I'm not gonna sew tonight. I'm gonna sew tomorrow. So come back on the day I sew. Bye, Nettie. I'm just gonna finish this one up here, and then we will be off for today. Again, don't slide it. You want to move it around. Don't slide it. Pick it up and move it. Pick it up and move it. Pick it up and move it. So let's flip it over. You definitely want to iron on the back of the heat and bond, on the fabric also. Not just through the fabric, but on the back of the heat and bond. Because that's where the glue is. Boo-boo. Oh, boy's like, whatever. Boo-boo. I love you, boo-boo. What you doing, boo-boo? He's been sleeping all day because I leave the door open for him basically all night, and he spends all night looking out the door. So all day he spends sleeping. Boo-boo. What you want to say, boo-boo? Nothing? You don't want to say nothing? All right, you guys, I am pretty much done with this one. Join me tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Yes, join me tonight, and we will be doing the next step. And if you want to see some real action, join me tomorrow. And we will be sewing on the covers, making them all pretty. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this afternoon live. I'll be live again tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come join me, you guys. I will see you guys tonight. Have a good day. Thank you guys to everybody who came to hang out with me on this Action Pack Live. Bye.